Here is a quick look at the space that we're going to be making over. And we were really thankful to get this house that had a good sized backyard because we came from a condo, so we only had like a patio area, and we finally found a house that had a good sized backyard, but we just haven't really done anything to it since we've been here. All of this furniture is from our previous place, and like I said, it was a condo, so this was just to furnish like a deck kind of patio area, so it doesn't really fit this space anymore. We did get this umbrella, I think at Home Depot, and it did not come with the base at the bottom, so we ended up filling it with some rocks, which obviously doesn't look very good. This furniture we purchased from Amazon, and it's just very old and weathered. We did find a good home for all of this to go to, so we won't be trashing any of it, which is really nice. This outdoor rug is seen much better days. It's way too small for the space, so we're just going to be redoing this whole area, and I'm really excited because when we have people over, we want this to be just more, you know, a better space to entertain. I think the biggest thing is we want something that's going to provide some shade because it does get really hot here in the summer, and we tend not to come out here because there's no shade and the sun is just beating down on you. So we're really excited. We're going to remove all of this stuff, and we are going to completely redo this whole space. My husband and I jumped right on into it and removed all the furniture that was back here. I was able to sell the lounge set and the table on Facebook Marketplace, and I actually sold it for a pretty decent price, and luckily I was able to use some of that money to put towards the new stuff for the backyard. The lounge set wasn't in horrible condition, it just had some rips in the covers, so the person who bought it from us was just going to replace the covers, and they have a whole new set, which was great. We did have to scrap some of the stuff that was in really bad condition, and everything else we donated. Then we just cleaned up the whole space and got it ready for all the new furniture that we're going to put back here. We needed to add something back here that was going to provide more shade just because it gets very hot in the summertime, and what we had here previously just was not cutting it. So to create some more shade, we're going to be adding a pergola. We are partnering with Mirador on this video, and they specialize in a ton of outdoor furniture, but one of their best sellers are these beautiful aluminum pergolas. And I was originally thinking of adding a canopy back here, or I thought maybe a larger umbrella. But once I saw these, I was like, forget about all that. These are amazing. I loved the design of this. I love the modern look to it. And I knew this was going to provide so much shade back here. I also liked that it didn't create any obstruction within the walkway. The one that we picked is the 10 by 13, which fit our space perfectly, and we chose it in the color charcoal. This was just my husband and I putting this thing together this day, and I would say in total it took us about 4 hours, which isn't too bad figuring it was just him and I. We started with the 4 posts, and then we moved on to the louvers, which is what you connect on top that actually provides the shade. That was the trickiest part. It took us a second to figure out how it worked, but once we got the hang of it, we actually were able to work pretty quickly and seamlessly on setting this thing up. You can manually open and close the louvers, which is really nice because if you want to have some natural light come in, you can open them up. But if you want it to be completely shaded or if it's going to rain, they do fully close. So I love that feature. I love a good jute rug. I picked up this very oversized one just to warm up the space a little bit, so when we sit out here, it's a little more comfortable than walking directly on the pavers. For the outdoor furniture, Mirador sent me this beautiful conversation set. When I opened this up, I was speechless. I just could not believe that they sent me such beautiful pieces of furniture and trusted that I can showcase it in the way that it really deserves. This was definitely my biggest pinch me moment since creating my channel. I just felt very thankful that brands like Mirador are willing to work with me and that you guys show up every day to support my channel and that I've come so far. I'm just very thankful for everything. This furniture is not only beautiful, but you can tell it's really well made. It's very heavy and durable. It did come fully assembled, which was amazing. All we had to do was add the cushions. Both of the chairs do swivel, and I just love that feature. The Sunbrella cushions are mildew and water resistant, which is really nice since this is furniture that will be outside. The aluminum and faux wood just is such a beautiful combination. I feel like it looks so high-end and it just matched this space so perfectly. This set also comes with this beautiful propane fire pit table. I have been wanting one of these for so long, and this one is really nice because not only does it have the fire pit, but it also has the surface area of the table, which I feel like makes it a lot more functional if you're entertaining or sitting out here. You have somewhere to put your drink down. It also has this little hidden compartment. This is where you would put your propane tank. Inside is where I found the fire pit rocks. I felt like they just thought of everything and they really designed this thing to make it look very modern and sleek. Another cool feature about this table is that it comes with this cover that you can place on top. So if you want to just use this as a full functioning table, you do have that option. Now to decorate the space, I'm adding this planter that I recently found at home, and I originally thought I was going to paint it, but then I ended up just keeping it that terracotta color. It filled this corner really well and it hid a lot of the plugs that we have back here from our lights. I do want to add a big beautiful tree here eventually, but for now I'm just going to add this faux olive tree. Since we do plan on sitting out here pretty often, I wanted to add some side tables just to create a little more functionality. I liked the ribbing detail and the concrete look of these ones, and I felt like they just paired really nicely with the furniture. Over on the other side, I added these oversized jute poofs. Because the plant in the corner is a faux olive tree, I really wanted to add some real plants out here as well. I grabbed this one from my kitchen and I'm hoping that it'll survive out here, but I love the way that it drapes over the side table. Over on the other side, I'm adding a succulent arrangement that I made myself. I love the pop of color, and then I'm just adding a ruffled outdoor candle. To dress up the furniture, I'm adding some neutral outdoor pillows along with a tasseled throw blanket, and that completes the look of the outdoor space. You guys will have to let me know what you think of everything. Let me know in the comments below how you think this came out. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.